Hello, hello again, everyone. I managed to come back with another Zenless Zone Zero part today, much to my surprise, given all I've got going on right now. But, schedule cleared up. I'm feeling good right now. Had a little food. And I've got time to kill, so what do you say we go and do the next phase of Chapter 2 of Season 2, shall we? So previously, we unlocked Siloam Bay. Seems like a cheerful little town, despite its dilapidated condition. And really could use a real sprucing up, like we've done with the temple here. And we met the kids, Dante and Mello. We got to play with Yuzuha and Alice for the first time, much to my surprise. I thought it would just be one and then the other, but nope, they gave us both of them to play with. And they've already, and they're, I like the dynamic between the two. Alice being the soft-spoken, high-functioning autist, and then Yuzuha being the smug little shit who bounces off of her. And I had thoughts about their gameplay. Alice's gameplay felt smooth and efficient and stylish. Definitely befitting her character, especially with the rapier. But her gameplay did feel very familiar, like they took different parts from other characters and molded them onto Alice. You know, it felt like I was playing as a mix smash of Miyabi, Evelyn, possibly Jane Doe as well, with a smidge of Trigger added to her. And I liked that. Not very original, but I liked it. I liked her, I should say. Also, I looked it up, and as much as I didn't think she was, turns out that yes, Alice is in fact a rabbit Thyran, which I suspected, but what threw me off were the ears, because, you know, I'm used to a lot of rabbit-themed characters having it where the ears are, you know, big. You know, that's typically how you tend to see them in most anime and cartoons of various types. Big, flappy, tall rabbit ears. Kind of like what Asha has, you know, the arcade owner. But the the little poofy tail was what threw me off every time. And I thought something, and the ears really threw me off as a result. Well, turns out, yep, she is a rabbit. And I should have known it must have been a rabbit, because I remembered, as generic and overused as the big bunny ear gimmick is, I, of course, have to acknowledge that you have domesticated rabbits that have the short, pointy ears as opposed to the big floppy ones. And I've always preferred rabbits with the pointier, smaller, straighter ears. And to see that that is what Alice has makes me happy, because that is my preferred breed when it comes to bunnies. And as for Yuzuha, a support character, which is all nice, you know, we don't get many of those. But her gameplay did throw me off, where clearly she's going for a more, you know, hit and run style with her Tanuki raining mortar fire on everything. But it felt stiff, like she felt like a partial defense character, especially since there was one moment in a previous fight where I attacked with Yuzuha at an ethereal, and the ethereal attacked at the same time with the yellow move, and both moves clashed, and the ethereal got countered. So I really wonder, how much does Yuzuha's character have going for her in terms of moveset? Because on one hand, she looks and feels stiff in one note, and then that happens, and I'm like, okay, what's going on with this character and her move set? Clearly, she's got more going on than I suspected. So, one I liked due to familiarity. One I'm not sure about because of how weird her moveset is, but I do want to get more out of her, all things considered. And of course, we found another area of Lemnian Hollow, which makes sense that was going to happen. They're really, really making Lemnian Hollow the big MacGuffin level of Season 2. Like, Season 1, you had a lot of side stuff relating to Scott Outpost, but it was more or less off to the side more than anything. Whereas here we have the Aerospace City stuff, and that in Lemnian Hollow, and that seems way more interwoven into the plot than Scott Outpost ever was. So, it's interesting. I actually really like exploring that place, and it really reminds me of the Melano Hollow from the special event quest starring Miyabi and Yanagi. I really think that the Melano Hollow was the prototype for what would become the Lemnian Aerospace City Hollow. I'm really convinced of that, minus all the pastel, pasty, marble white walls and all that. So then we went in there, and then of course we exposed a little plot. Apparently, somebody in Porcelumex does not like the fact that Alice has joined up with our little club and is snooping around. And so now that we've interrogated the fake concierge who tried to almost get a rope around Alice's neck, well, we've got his security codes, and now we're going to go back to where we left off and figure out what the heck is going on over there. And I have a feeling it's also going to tie into Yuzuha and her origin, because other than the fact that she's adopted, that she apparently found a hair clip that may in fact belong to Alice. And we know Alice's backstory on account of the fact that her old man died from a quote-unquote accident when going to retrieve it after they left the place years ago. I'm not convinced that Alice's old man perished in an accident, and I'm going to stick to that theory unless proven otherwise. And I have and yes, we did, Yuzuha did say that she was recovered from the sea as a child, and that she may have in fact come from Lemnian Hollow, but to what extent, we don't know. She was not saying squat and decided to play coy instead. So I like the two girls in their character dynamic. I really do. Season 2 is really, really been swinging for the fences with the new characters. I really like what they've done so far, and I'm really happy. Also, I noticed that both Alice and Yuzuha have twin tail hairdos, just in slightly different stylings. And they both have the little, or rather big, ball hair holders, like what Kaleda has. So, yeah, they clearly have that going for them, much like how they still have a thing for the red and black hairdo as well. So, anyway, enough yapping. Let's get on with it. Okay. It's still crawling through the temple restoration shit. Wise, how's the prep going? Ready to head to the Hollow now? Let's go! I got characters to unlock and a lot of shit to do, so let's do it. Soon after, you arrive near the elevator area from yesterday.
Alright, let's move. We can use that elevator now.
Okay, a little environmental glitch right there. I can't remember what the map goes. Okay, so we started off over here. Looks like there's another path right here? What the heck? Weird. I don't get it. Press card for clearance and password after prompt. Access cards right here. Master Pan mentioned the code should be 110011. Let's try it out. Didn't even have to look at the notes for that one.
Whoa, there's a lot of porcelain crates here.
Indeed.
Those are Obscuras!
And I'm trying not to move around as much because, well, I'd like to actually see my characters.
I can help you ward off misfortune.
Did you come?
Let's start the...
This is the path. You have number 0.
Wanna...
Please, forgive me.
Where are we going? Standing by.
Doesn't look like I can
Officer
access...
148, Zhu Yuan, ready.
Zhu Yuan, I need you back. You cannot switch agents in trial mode. I wanted to see if I could see what her character mod screen is, but looks like I can't because she's not technically available. Yep, gray and green, just like the shard we have.
Alert. Sample component analysis in progress. Analysis complete. The target's composition is a 99.97% match with the Obscura shard you possess, Master.
Looks like the shard we found came from here. The Obscura and the explosives. Both definitely point to the same place. Everyone, I just checked. The Obscura here has no coding. It's probably been stashed here temporarily, waiting to be coded.
So this really is the factory.
So this place really is the factory where they produce the Obscura.
There's no doubt about it. Look, there's a door ahead. Behind it should be the open-air workshop where they cure the coatings. Let's get going. We need to do a full investigation of this place.
Let's open the door quick so we can investigate the inside of the factory.
So, yep. Little Miss Alice is definitely a rabbit. The ears threw me off with how they were positioned,
Let's
but
hurry.
yes,
Huh?
she is. And due to the fact that she's Caucasian, has blonde hair, and has a rabbit theme, and is named Alice, and has a blue guard rapier, I have a very strong feeling that this character is literally a reference to Alice from, you know, the Lewis Carroll stories. You know, Alice in
My
Wonderland,
sword
Through the Looking Glass.
will never lose to anyone.
Did she just throw one sword away and sprang out another one? I'm confused. Anyway, yeah, I have to suspect that there's an intentional Alice in Wonderland reference going on. The only thing different is the fact that her eyes are differently colored. Card with proper clearance. Another incorrect password. Try again. Did that guy we catch yesterday hold out on us? No, they probably have different cards for different rooms to keep everything secure instead of just giving it to just one guy. Hold up, everyone. Senior Ian, who already asked, according to the guy we caught, this door's password is regularly updated based on the elevator's code. Specific rules are in a log next to the door. Next to the door? Could they have gotten scattered? There are quite a few papers on the ground around here. Maybe. Let's look around, Wise.
Why'd we got so many passcode doors here? Who dares hurt us? I'm getting super curious about what secrets they're hiding in here.
Who dares hurt Alice? Yeah, these two are clearly supposed to be buddies. Of course, they can't obviously change it to before. They probably just had it in the dialogue implemented into the gameplay directly, so even though, well, I'd say they're friends now, right? Or at least they will be soon, completely. Fifth solidification process for this batch of 10 Obscura has been completed. Obscura will be transported to the materials lab tomorrow for assembly. Assembly work expected to be completed next Monday. Please proceed to the main entrance of materials lab that evening to transport Obscura out of Hollow via Route C. Storage location for Obscura will be notified separately. 7th, effective today, the workshop entrance password has been reset. New password is identical to the elevator password. Looks like it's the log we need. Materials hasn't been abandoned. Obscura's produced here are still getting shipped over. They need 10 sample containers at once. Seems they're running a large-scale experiment.
Huh?
Sounds super sus. I can't believe they're using that little slang, but it's not the worst I've ever heard. Never mind that for now. Really is a clue about the password in the log. Should be the same code here too. Pages at the back of the log are missing. Password was probably changed later, but let's keep looking. '17th, thermal setting unit malfunction's been fixed. 19th, password change scheduled for tomorrow. New rule, add 1 to the 3rd and 4th digits of current password. Password's been changed, just as we thought. The previous password was 110011, then add 1 to the 3rd and 4th digits. So it's all ones. Great that the new password's done in dusted, but don't think the whole password change is a bit half-baked. Guess the staff here aren't too hot with numbers. Oh, yeah, just like you, Minato. Way to throw him under the bus, why don't you? So it's all ones, right? Wait a minute. Or maybe not. 27th, starting tomorrow, the 3rd batch of explosives will be transported to the lab via Route A, stored in a designated warehouse. All items within the lab and factory premises will be destroyed in a demolition. Removal of items from Hollow is strictly prohibited. Critical documents will be destroyed in advance at predetermined location tomorrow. To ensure on-site safety, all personnel must ensure the gates are closed before entering or leaving. No exceptions. Following day's password will be changed periodically. Change rule, subtract 1 from the first and last digits of the current password. So, first and last.
Huh?
There's stuff about explosives in the log. Seems like the enemy's trying to blow this place up. But if an explosion happens, they'll be detected outside the hull too. Won't that draw attention? The enemy must have thought of this too. If they're still planning to go through with it, getting rid of stuff here must be more important. At that point, whether the explosion gets noticed or not won't even matter. That makes sense. By the way, what's this important data they mentioned in the log? They even want it destroyed ahead of time. I'm so curious. Judging by the date, they've already dealt with it by now. No point dwelling on it. Let's focus on finding info about the password instead. Found it right here. Current password. First and last digit -1. Perfect. Write it down. Now that we've found all the log pages, we can figure out the current password.
We've got the clues for the code. Let's try to figure it out.
Huh?
Recall password. Initial password is 110011, and the first change, the third and fourth digits increase by 1. And the second change, the first and last digits decrease by 1. Very well, Masters. A little hint. Current password is 011110. No need to thank me. Yep. Added ones in the middle, subtracted ones in the last. Yeah, they kept it simple, stupid. Or simple as they...
Watch out! Monsters!
Look at the drainage channels here.
Boogie boogie.
A few obscuras have fallen in. Your opponent is me.
Ooh.
So this is probably how those shards got out. Lip gloss.
Is the elevator up ahead still working?
Well, they've blocked off parts of the map, so you can't go all over the place. Huh. This is clearly for later, I assume. Okay, they're gonna have us do a power puzzle for the elevator, aren't they? I can smell it. This elevator seems to be the only way into the building behind us. Wise, can you get it running? Try to start elevator. Freight elevator offline. Restore power to activate. Yep, what did I say? Of course, it's not that simple. It looks like the elevator's got no power. Do not worry, Master. I've detected 3 intact ether generators on the platforms around the open workshop. They appear to be the power source for the current elevator. If the generators are nearby, let's hurry up and get them running. Hold up. Look, there are obstacles on the platform. Those drawers with the obscuras have popped out. Those drawers are equipment used to cure obscura coating, formerly known as thermosetting units. There should be a switch nearby to operate them for easy access to the obscuras. Affirmative. I've detected the thermosetting unit control box located to your front left, Master. So it was right there all along. Looks like the circuit's busted, though. Probably because the ground around here got all messed up. Wise, how about we split up into 2 teams? Yuzuha and the others can head up the L platform to work on the generator, while we figure out how to operate the thermosetting units and clear a path for everyone. Let's do it.
Come on. Let's go fire up the generator.
Okay, so they went ahead and
I'll leave
moved...
the heat thermosetter unit to you two then, proxies.
They moved the luggage anyway. Don't know why, though. They could have just...
We got this.
They could have just not had it there to begin with. They literally put a giant cargo unit right there just to prevent progress when we were gonna go up here anyway. Like, come on. There was no reason.
Already so many ethereals here. Wasn't this lab making all those obscura not too long ago?
It's just like when a house is left empty and gets covered in cobwebs in no time.
Yeah, basically. Like, seriously, they didn't need to have that there. Now it's just making me ask questions. Just raises too many questions. Oh, wait a minute. No. I get it now. The units are okay. So the units are basically like giant filing cabinets. It wasn't just placed there wantonly. It actually opens, extends, and retracts. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a little bit more sense. I can buy that.
Got the power up and running.
I'm not confused anymore. Platforms blocked by ejected thermosetting units. From down below, I thought I might be able to climb over them, but now that I'm here, that's going to be tougher than I thought. Bell Wise, it's all up to you now. Meanwhile, at the plaza below... Yep. I'm still doing the SpongeBob title card narrator voice. It's just too easy. Come on, Wise, let's figure out how to move the thermosetting unit. Well, yeah, look at the... At first I thought it was for the elevator, but look. It's all connected, see? To the big old units. This is a control device for the thermosetting units. Wires run all the way from here to that device on the wall. Power light is on, and the status is normal, but the control button shows that the thermosetting unit is closed. But it's clearly ejected. What's wrong? Control unit must be broken somewhere, Wise. Let's check along the wires and see what's wrong. Circuit goes into the wall from here. Looking at the indicator light above, the circuit that goes into the wall is fine, but the circuit going out is broken. It's this section in the wall. Found the problem. We can't exactly fix the wiring in the wall, but Wise, do you feel it? My asthma's pretty strong around the wall. I feel it. Could have something to do with the circuits. Check it out with your perception technique. Go figures. I had a feeling that's what was going to happen. Ether particles may sometimes attach to wires inside the hollow. Crosshairs will highlight wires charged with ether particles. Follow the wire to locate the corrosive electric core. Press Insight thingamajig to press the button to eliminate the corrosive electric core and restore the circuit to normal.
Wise, let's try the revelation technique.
Okay, so we gotta clear the blockage like cleaning a sewer pipe.
Prepped and ready. Oh, we can pass through now. Great job. Well done, Wise.
Anything else around here? Nope. Just scenery. But we're clearly going through there. That's for sure.
All right, the power is on.
We're gonna activate another one, aren't we? That looks kind of tricky to jump across. Let's get these thermosetting units to eject. Bell, Wise, leave it that to you. Meanwhile, at Plaza Below, again. Got it. Wise, let's get the show on the road. See? There's the other one. Same device as before. Let me see. It shows the thermosetting unit is ejected. Probably the same issue as before. Let's look along the power lines and locate the problem.
Wise, it's our turn again.
Yep. Let's see. That's one blockage. That's two blockages. Okay.
We can get through now. Let's go.
Giddy up.
I've been wanting to ask, don't you think the Obscura look like coffins? Focus on the target. Do they? And this open workshop is just like a huge mortuary. But without the thermosetter unit, it'd... and that'd be...
Oh,
Yuzuha,
man.
You're doing it again!
Oh, these two are adorable. Is it just me, or is Alice a miserly bit overpowered?
I'm all ears.
Not that I'm complaining.
I'll handle this, but take me shopping later. Who dares hurt Alice?
Oh, I can't get over that.
The elevator is ready.
You guys take the elevator. We just spotted a path up top. See you upstairs.
Go now. To third floor. Wait, what about the second floor? Oh, we can't go up the second floor. Boo. Uh-oh. Wise, look over there. There's a pretty stable fissure. Fairy, where does that lead? Calculating, please wait. It's complete. Spatial fissure is one-directional, leading to an abandoned residential area at the outskirts of Aerospace City. Hypothesis, it appears to be the evacuation point after preparing the demolition. I see. They put the explosives nearby to make things easier to operate, huh? Quite a few buildings beyond the corridor, too. Too bad the road here's collapsed. Don't worry, we should be able to find another way around later. Let's go find Yuzuha and the others first.
Wise, let's go find Yuzuha and the others.
Mm-hmm.
Switch it up.
There's a monster.
Don't worry. We're here.
Why does,
Wise, you two stay back. We've got this.
You're gonna pay. We can keep going.
is it just
Let's go
me?
check out that building.
Or does... Is it just me, or does, Monato's greatsword have a big old ring handle on the end of the blade? Why, though? Is it to carry it around when not in use? I honestly don't see the point of that. I mean... If you're trying... I mean, it looks like it's meant to be a slicing weapon, not a stabbing weapon, but still. It just looks dumb to me that you would put a big old block of something on the end of the blade, which could get it stuck on something, or block something, or block it from doing something. I didn't like that with, like, there's great swords in Monster Hunter that do that too, like the Gog Mazio's greatsword, where the overall look of the blade is cool, but it has that giant heap of metal atop the very end of the sword, which looks goofy and stupid. I mean, Monato's sword does not look nearly as bad as that, but I just don't like this whole, oh, put something on the very end of a sword for whatever freaking reason, no matter how impractical it is. So, yeah, like there's rule of cool, and then there's rule of what the fuck am I looking at? Okay, nothing up here. Yet.
There are a lot of scuff marks all over the ground. It seems like a fight broke out here.
The marks lead right through the front door. Looks like the hallway beyond connects to another building. But it's hard to tell how big it is inside.
Feels like we're getting closer to the truth.
Seems like we're getting closer to the truth.
That's what I said.
I agree. But this door... Ugh, it's pretty heavy. Looks like it got jammed from an impact or something.
Here. Let me give it a try. Nope. It won't budge at all. Here. Let me give it a try. Nope. It won't budge at all.
Okay. I'm obsessive when it comes to dialogue I inadvertently skip, so the little that was all that was left. No budging, huh?
If it's not even budging for Monito, I don't think we'll be able to open it. What should we do now? Maybe Kama can squeeze through the gap and check things out. Hold on. There may be another way into the building.
Really? I'm all ears.
Look! Near the ceiling on the left, there's a ventilation duct connecting the two buildings. It should be big enough for us to fit.
What's wrong, Yuzuha?
It's nothing. I just remembered a rat got into my house a few days ago. Probably came in through something like this.
Nothing. Right.
A rat?
I'm
Since
not...
when?
Yeah, I'm not buying it, Red. I'm really not.
Monito, now's not really the time for that. Anyway, back on track. I agree with Alice. We should be able to use the duct.
Are you... hey, Yuzuha, have you been here before? I'm just wondering.
All right, let's figure out how to get into the ductwise.
You could just send Eos up there. I mean, assuming you brought him with you. Or send the Tanuki up there to crawl through there and look for the for an alternate switch. Found the usable entrance. Now let's enter the ducts from here. Wise, I know the ducts look spacious enough, but crawling through them is going to be exhausting. We've been running for a while now. Maybe we should take a break first. Scout the area while we're at it. Okay, so we have to go through there anyway. What was the point of that? Wait, wasn't there a previous time in the game where we had to go through a ventilation duct and they were like, take a break here, go back and leave, and then come back, or just go ahead and do it? Yeah, there was one other time in Season 1 where it happened, I believe. Head into the duct. Go in.
The duct is bigger than I thought. Is everyone here?
Yep, don't worry.
I didn't think Monado would be able to fit. Dude's as big as a barn house.
I think there's something on the ground.
Is that a corpse?
Where? Oh, there is a corpse. The legs of a corpse. But where's the rest? Nope, there's the torso right there, but it's all curled off to the side. I thought it was torso-less for a moment. Yep.
What was that?
Uh-oh. Horror
All right,
game.
Yuzuha. You're quiet.
Huh? Me? It's nothing.
I think the miasma is getting thicker here.
There's a light ahead. A room on the left.
Red.
Look, that's an Exaltist mark.
But doesn't this place belong to Porcelumex?
We need to find a way to get down and take a look.
This way. There's an exit.
Wait a minute. That looked like the room that was in the comic panels for the Exaltists in their meetings with the
There's a
Overseer.
downward vent ahead.
Yeah, the same magenta glow with that big old symbol on it. Yes, this was it. Yeah, there's the podium and everything. Blocked off for now. Massive room must be the Exaltus prayer room. Yeah, it was. We saw this in the comic cutscenes in Chapter 1. Looks like a bunch of objects scattered on the floor. There's got to be more to these. Let's split up and look around. You split up.
Look at all this stuff.
Looks like they all left in a hurry. Very creepy horror music. Yeah, they all packed up and left in a hurry, just like the newscaster room in Deus Ex Human Revolution. Deus Ex Human Revolution. I freaking love that game, man. Sucks to how mismanaged Deus Ex has been handled. That whole level where you head to the Montreal newscaster station and everything is just completely emptied and abandoned. That was practically a horror level in and of itself, just from the atmosphere alone. With how eerie and eerily empty everything is, or what is. Documents to be destroyed. Like everyone just got up and left. Skimming through documents, I can see destroy immediately stamps messily stamped all over the covers. Notices stamped all over the covers. Are these the files that were supposed to be destroyed ahead of time? According to logs, they should have been dealt with ages ago. Why are they still piled up here? Never mind, let's hurry up and see what they say. Files look like to be on engineering assets. Wise, check this out. Approved. Converting equipment factory workshop number 2 into prayer room for Exaltus researchers. Researchers? I've noticed before, Sarah, Dr. Lore, and Mevarok all have really solid knowledge about hollows. Okay, so Sarah, yep, there's her name. Mevarok, that's the name of the Overseer, right? The dude that we fought in Chapter 1, I believe. Dr. Lore, we all saw what happened to him. He's gone. We also discuss, since the Exaltus want to research sacrifices, they need lots of funding and a stable venue. And a lot of civilians they can make disappear as part of their little
schemes like we saw with the Metro demolition. We figure they must have someone backing them, but I never thought it would be Porcelumex. Why is Porcelumex backing them? Any clues in the files? According to data, due to bottlenecks in porcelain purity, Porcelumex has been researching purification techniques, and to obtain suitable catalysts, they even secretly conducted human experiments. Go figures, right? They're just as evil as the Exaltists. Agreed, since they crossed that line ages ago, they turned their attention to Exaltis, and they've been in cahoots for 7 or 8 years now. I wonder how much of this also even applies to Silver Company, because of Anby and the clones. I mean, they have made it a knack for making things interconnected to an extent. So that is a possibility. And we all saw what happened to Twiggy and how she got, well, used for spare parts by the Exaltists and their experiments too. But that also raises the question, what do all the AIs have to do with this? Because, they wanted Fairy very badly, at least presumingly so, I would assume. And there's like 3 other AIs out there that were given speaking lines, but we never saw them again. So I wonder when they're gonna bring that back. Like, when is it going to tie into everything else? As long as the Exaltists provide Porcelumex with tech they need, Porcelumex gives them all sorts of perks, even the freedom to do their own research. Did you think of something? Wise, if they've kept this partnership going for so long with so much funding every year, whoever's involved from Porcelumex's side is definitely no ordinary employee. Is it Damien or his 2 bosses? Or all of them? Judging from Damien's attitude towards the Exaltists, it doesn't seem like he knows about their connection with Porcelumex. Besides, Damien isn't powerful enough to do such a thing and keep it all hidden. Unless he does, and he's just keeping it close to his chest, which would not surprise me, but who knows? He may end up being half decent after all, who knows? Then again, if he was working with the Exaltists, why would he help us? That's also raises a good question. So he could be he's just a wild card who wants to move up and wants nothing to do with the Exaltists, but who knows? It can all just be smoke and mirrors. Anyway, these flies are, well, as Eve in Stellar Blade once said, any guesses I can make are just guesses in the meantime. To paraphrase. Files are super discreet, no specific names from Porcelumex mentioned anywhere. Pretty much gone through everything here. Let's go check on how others are doing. Start with Minato. Hey, big guy, what do you got? Bell, Wise, I overheard your conversation. I found a laptop that seems to belong to the Exaltists. Something inside? I didn't understand much in the experiments and technical stuff, but it's got quite a bit on the Exaltist history. Mostly connected to the Exaltist remnants in the Janus Quarter and Mevarok. After browsing through the files on the computer, it seems the author was once Landon's follower. According to him, when many followers were left lost and uncertain after his death, Mevarok appeared before them as an Exaltist official and settled them in Wi-Fi. So, Landon, after he died, his position was left open for somebody else to fill the void, and this guy is his replacement, from what I can tell. And they moved operations to Wi-Fi. After the partnership of Porcelumex stabilized, Mevarok ascended to the position of overseer, just as everyone hoped. And they publicly declared the creator would not mold unwilling subjects and rejected Porcelumex's proposal to continue human experimentation. So the overseer shut down the human experiments, but they just used alleviating water to hurt the residents instead. Okay, so they just replaced one variable with a different one. Yeah, it really doesn't seem like their style, but these records remind me of something I heard a few days ago. Some captured Exaltus members seemed pretty ticked off at Dr. Lore. They said Lore defied the Creator's will by tricking innocent people with alleviating water, and that's why he was punished. Come to think of it, Lore did mention something about how he's done even more than what was asked for. Seems like things are pretty complicated within the Exaltists. I'll keep looking through the materials here. Bell, Wise, go check with Yuzuha and Alice on their progress. I think I can potentially explain why that is if they kept going and using human experiments. That would start to raise a lot of eyebrows. Because it's like, yeah, New Eridu's filled with a ton of people, but even people start to pay attention after a while, like demographic shifts, that sort of thing. And once people who know people start noticing, wait a minute, don't you know so-and-so? Or weren't there used to be so-and-so number of people here? Eventually someone's going to start sniffing around and realize, oh my god, people are missing, and they've all gone elsewhere. And so, I would assume the reason they stopped the experimentation is because, well, it would have drawn too much attention. But clearly, Dr. Lord didn't really abide by that and kept doing it anyway, and that ended up drawing attention all the same. That's my personal theory.
Let's go check on the others.
Keep looking at materials here. Bell and Wise, go check with Yuzuha and Alice on the progress. Wise, you're here. Did you find anything? Why are you so pale? I am? Sorry, just saw something horrific and I'm feeling a bit unwell now. It says, look here, it says test subject ES07 blood type AB, height 127 centimeters. Experiments show that high affinity immunoglobulins in ES07's blood can effectively promote the aggregation of Porcelume's components. Not only is Porcelumex conducting human experiments, their test subject is just a child. What? Yes, it's true. This plan is to research children's corruption antibodies was called Project New Leaf, based on test subject numbers and the experimental reports. There are probably around a dozen. Wait, wasn't that twisted son of a bitch Kirishima using kids too? Or at the very least teenagers? And with the Asaba's storyline? Yeah, he was. So I wonder if they were connected with that or if they were doing their own thing. Probably. Who knows? Children's corruption antibodies were called Project New Leaf based on test numbers. That's around a dozen. Maybe they were. I wouldn't be surprised. Probably was. Probably using Kirishima as the lapdog for their experiments, because look at that, corruption antibodies. That's basically what he was researching. So, I mean, it might not be connected, but it does sound like they might have been, because that's what he was researching. People that could be more resistant to ether corruption. At the start, all the test subjects' numbers appear in the report, but they are just they. But then after skimming through the report, it seems these kids were living in a lab inside the hollow, surviving on advanced air purification systems and regular injections of anti-corruption medicine. That is basically what was going on with Asaba and the kids that he rescued from Kirishima. An environment like that is inherently harmful to humans, but the lab still kept conducting corruption-related experiments on them. Before long, the number of children became fewer and fewer. This ES07. It appears this child survived until the end. If the lab reports can be trusted, they not only have a naturally high aptitude for ether, but they also developed unique antibodies. However, according to this report, Project New Leaf was terminated after ES07 was lost. I suppose this child also... Alice, stop looking. Okay, alright. Oh yes, did you find any clues on your end? Talk about previous discovery. I see. From the timing, it seems Porcelumex got into contact with the Exaltus not long after New Leaf went bankrupt. I'll check materials you mentioned earlier and see if I can find any clues that relate to Porcelumex's upper management.
Let's look elsewhere.
Personal theory, but I think Kirishima and the research that he bounced off of had to do with this. At least it might. A very similar study going on. Yuzuha, did you find anything? Whoa, what are you doing sneaking up on me like that? You scared me. That's uncharacteristic of you. I feel like you just said Alice's line. Really? I was just so focused on looking over these. Any progress? Not yet. What I mean is there's a lot to process here. I need some time to digest it all. You should check in with the others first.
Porcelumex and the Exaltists. They've been colluding this whole time.
Things are looking even more complicated than we thought.
Uh-oh.
Miasma!
Wait a minute. That's the thing that was hatched in the end of chapter 1, wasn't it? White hair, ghost woman. Oh no.
Watch out, guys.
Flies, look out for yourselves.
Unidentified individual detected rapidly approaching Sladian.
Unidentified? Who could that be? Hello? Gary? There! Answer me!
What's going on?
No idea.
The monsters are covering?
It absorbed energy from the miasma to revive itself.
If it just keeps feeding on the miasma, we'll get worn down sooner or later. We gotta figure something out.
It won't hurt. I'll make it quick. No! It's recovering again!
Listen up, everyone. I have a way out. Do you remember that fissure? The one I spotted by the connecting corridor at the factory. The fissure... Now's our chance! To the main gate! A fissure! Over there!
Let's go.
I'll board up!
So it wasn't Yixuan.
Ferox!
Ouch. So it wasn't Yixuan that they saw, it was the evil Etherean clone monster that they hatched at the end of chapter 1, I remember now. They left it behind to haunt the place. After who knows how long.
Can you hear me? Wise, can you hear my voice? Oh, good. You're awake. Wait, don't move yet. Right. The ether concentration here isn't very high, but if that swelling on your head splits open, the chance of corruption will increase.
What happened?
What happened afterward?
After you fainted, Ferox and his men brought us here and locked us up. But since you're from Yunque Summit, and I'm part of the inspection team, Ferox seems unsure about how to handle us. Gotta say, it's lucky I have you big shots here with me this time. As for our current location, judging by direction, we're in the valley behind the Obscura factory. This used to be the materials lab. Oh, we're that close? Ferox took us on a huge detour. I lost track of where we were going. Yuzuha, your sense of direction is amazing. It's not really my sense of direction. Never mind. In short, this is the main base where the Exaltus and Porcelumex conducted their research together.
Where's Monato?
Monato got dragged off for questioning. They were gonna take me, but he broke free and headbutted the guard. So they decided to teach him a lesson. That idiot! But one thing's for sure. Ferox is the one shipping explosives into the Hollow, and he's in cahoots with the Exaltists.
I mean, with a name like Ferox, of course he's evil.
As for why he wanted to destroy the Obscura factory and the lab, the answer is pretty clear now.
Because of the regenerating monster?
It's because of the regenerating monster.
Yup. Ferox's people call it a miasmic fiend. And apparently it just showed up near the Obscura factory not long ago.
Showed up, they hatched it. The Exaltus peeked into the memories of Yixuan and used the memory of her sister to construct, well, that thing. Basically a worse version of the doppelgangers.
Ferox sent a bunch of folks to take it out, but they got wrecked, and so did the factory. The monster still hangs around the factory, but its territory is spreading. I heard the guards say it even made it to the industrial port last time.
So the Exaltus birthed it, let it run loose, and now it's just running on a constant rampage. And now Porcelumex doesn't know what to do about it.
Do you think the white-haired ghost the Silent Bay kids talked about might actually be... It's gotta be!
I just assumed it was Yixuan and completely forgot that it was that thing that they took from basing it off of stolen memories via the miasma.
IUA is usually always talking nonsense. I never take any of that seriously.
Well, proof is in the pudding, Yuzuha.
Back on track. If the monster causes any casualties, HIA or Hand will definitely get involved. And once they start chasing it down, they'll figure out Ferox and the Exaltus are in it together.
So to keep the crime under wraps...
So to keep his crimes under wraps, Ferox had no choice but to get rid of the monster and the evidence.
Oh, and that issue you had with connecting to the outside of the Hollow during the earlier fight. Have you fixed it yet?
Nope. Still can't connect.
No, still can't connect to the HDD at all. Right before the signal cut out, I heard Fairy say something like, "Unidentified individuals detected, rapidly approaching." I thought it meant on our side.
Did something happen over at the Swabian Temple too? What should we do now?
We need to figure out how to get ourselves out of this.
We need to figure out how to get ourselves out of this.
Proxy, you're so good at handling crises. You bounce back so fast. I was kinda hoping you'd say that. So, a few minutes before you woke up, It seemed something happened and all the guards took off in a rush. Now it's all quiet. The perfect chance to make our move. A room without windows like this must have some vents for fresh air. Must be hiding in the walls or floor somewhere.
She's in the goddamn walls.
If we can find a vent, we can totally sneak out through the ducts, just like we did in the factory.
Oh, I see! But do you think the vents here are as wide as the ones in the factory?
Should be fine. Let's just give it a shot.
We found a vent. And just like Yuzuha said, definitely big enough for us to crawl through. Okay, so there was, I could have just talked to them first, but instead I just blitzed through it and did that. This is the only way. I don't know if we can actually escape. This is the only way. First we need to gather intel, figure out how to rescue Minato, then escape. Let's head out as soon as everyone's ready, or we want to make it before the guards return. Alice, I'll carry Minato's weapon. You just worry about your sword. They didn't confiscate our weapons? Of course they did, but they stashed everything in a cell across from us. As soon as the guard left, I had Kama sneak them over. Poor thing was totally wiped out from dragging Minato's massive sword around. Let's get ready to head out now. Wait a sec.
Alright, let's hurry and leave.
Okay, so I can't talk to them. I guess I should have talked to them, but I didn't, so... oh well.
The ether must have gotten into the room through here. Thankfully, no crystals have formed inside.
It's the exit! No one's here. Let's get down.
Watch out! Monsters!
Let's be quick and quiet. It'd be trouble if Ferox's men find us. Huh?
There's a vent in the corner of this room.
Jesus Wise, what are you doing?
It worked. Now we can get to the vent.
Why does Y sound like he's freaking still crawling through the vent?
Wonder where this will lead us.
Shh, guys. I think I hear someone next door.
I've never seen Mr. Ferox this rapid. I can't believe you can move this quickly. Maybe the exhaust is still out. Who knows? Just thinking about those lab monsters gives me the creep. Blow this place up already. Oh, I start those grass. I heard you caught one of the cult stragglers too.
We need to stop the fan.
Let's get out of here quick! The vent straight ahead!
One more minute in here and I'm gonna snap.
I've been backing you for ages, and this is the mess you leave me with?
I hear someone. Right ahead.
It's Ferox.
get closer and listen in.
Oh, you exaltists. Look, I've been more than generous to you over the years. As long as you give me the tech, you can carry on with your research, praising your creator or whatever. I've never stopped you, right? But seriously, you caused this huge mess in Wi-Fi and then just vanished overnight, leaving the miasmic fiend in my factory? What's the deal with that, huh?
I'm reminded of Lex Luthor chewing out the Joker in the World's Finest trilogy episodes for the DC animated universe back in the day. You maniac! You idiot! How dare you destroy one of my laboratories, you Holly! Ugh. Peak. Back when DC was peak. Not so much now.
You mortals just won't get the Great Overseer's plan.
You're mortal too, you idiot. And that dorky mask.
Wait, Overseer? Is he talking about Mevarok?
Yeah, we fought him, and then he regenerated after we thought we killed him.
But didn't Shifu defeat them? Or did they fake their death?
Yeah, they thought they ended him, but nope. He just showed back up back at the Exaltus meeting room.
Oh, cut the crap. Where's Mevarok now? Where'd that guy take the other Exaltists?
Okay, definitely Joker.
Take him away and make him talk. He'll crack sooner or later. Yes, sir. By the way, did that young man held in the warehouse out front say anything? Who sent them? A Yunque Summit disciple and the Time Field girl? How did they get dragged into this?
He's blacked out twice, but just won't say anything.
Well, wake him up and keep interrogating him. This is ridiculous. Why are all these people so stubborn?
Gotta get Minato out.
Oh no, this is bad. We gotta get Monato out of there.
I love how he's clearly thinking to himself, but he's mouthing it like he's talking to people.
Ferox said that Monato's being kept in the front warehouse. We're getting close. Just need to wait for the right moment to save him.
Mr. Ferox! Something's wrong with the monster over by the lab!
Oh, come on.
What do you mean something's wrong? Out with it!
While we were trying to take down one of them, those tumor things on its body suddenly burst and then it changed shape.
Uh-oh.
It was about our height at first, but it grew way bigger and got more aggressive. We had no choice but to lure it to an empty room on the first floor of the lab building and lock it in.
Oh god, it's Tetsuo from Akira. Run!
Those monsters changed shape. What exactly are the Exaltists doing with my lab? Can we get the power in the lab back up?
We've managed to restore some power, but at least half of the labs with the cultivation tanks are still down. It won't be long before the monsters inside break out. If even just 1/10 of those monsters can transform like that, we don't stand a chance. And the one locked up on the first floor might break down the door.
All right, enough. I get it. Follow me. We need to handle the explosives first.
Then Ferox and his subordinate hurry off.
All clear. Let's hurry up and get Monato. This should be the place.
Spit it out, or things are gonna get a lot worse for you.
Let's catch them off guard and beat their booties!
Oh. I love it. I love the dialogue.
Who's there? Show yourself!
They're the ones we locked up! How'd they get here? Go for back!
Monato, are you okay? Oh, crap. You're injured. Badly.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
They said you passed out.
Are you really okay? We heard one of Ferox's men say you passed out. Twice.
See? I'm awake and all good. Just a bit banged up. Honestly, being sore from a long day at work would be worse. Don't worry. We still need to figure out how to escape. If it comes to the point where I think I'm gonna slow you guys down, I'll let you know.
Hey, don't say stuff like that. It's bad luck.
Sorry.
Let's figure out how to get out of here first,
All right.
fast.
Now let's hurry up and find a way out.
I know it might sound a bit strange coming from a time field, but I just want to say that we've actually got a solution right here.
Oh?
Do to them what they did to us.
Oh. Eye for an eye, eh? I love how she just points and looks all serious. She's like, yeah, this is not shy OCD Alice speaking. This is hyper vengeful Alice speaking. Bucket of cold water is poured over one of the enforcers.
What the?
Yeah.
Oh, he looks really uncomfortable.
I love this character.
No need to feel guilty, Alice. Being nice to bad guys is just being mean to yourself. Alrighty, you awake? Questions. If you don't want a taste of your own medicine, you better fess up.
Yeah, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. Just ask.
Where's the nearest exit?
Where's the nearest exit?
And give me as many polychromes and master tapes as you have stashed away too.
It's on the second floor of the lab building.
The lab building.
Yeah, if you head out of the main gate of the warehouse, it's the building right across. That's it. There's a stable fissure on the end of the second floor that leads to the industrial port. That's how we used to get here.
Didn't they also say something about a monster running loose?
How can we trust you?
I got a phone. It's in my suit's inner pocket, and it has the map.
Oh? Let me check. Just as I thought.
Something wrong, Yuzuha?
Something wrong, Yuzuha?
Nothing. He isn't lying. The fissure is hidden at the room at the end of the hallway. But what did you mean by how we used to get here?
It's the building. It's not safe anymore. The Exaltists are doing some weird experiments in there, and there are monsters in those tanks. Ooh, with the power cut, a bunch of them have already gotten loose.
Any other exits?
Yes. There's a big plaza on the other side of the warehouse.
No. That's the way we were brought in. Ferox went that way just now. If we get close, they'll probably catch us.
Looks like we only go through the lab.
Sounds like the lab is our only option. I just heard Ferox say the monsters there are under control for now.
Alright, then let's do it. Thanks for the info, mister. You can go back to snoozing now.
Huh? Hey, wait. No, wait!
Oh, I love them. You know what? I gotta hand it to the voice actors. The ones that are not sniveling weirdos. They actually do a good job. Before the guy can say another word, Yuzuha knocks him out cold. Minato, you okay there? Want to take a break? Seems pretty safe around here for now. Don't worry, I'm fine. I've been sitting around long enough anyway. Just thinking about stretching my legs. Okay then, let's go.
Alright, let's head to the lab.
Yes, look at the sword. He has that ring on it. I'm pretty sure there was another character in an anime somewhere that had a great sword like this, but honestly, I'm not a fan of that design with the blocky edge. And a freaking obstruction on the very end of it too. Not my cup of tea. I don't understand the reasoning for that. Maybe to lug it around, I guess, but yeah.
The door is over there.
Impressive. You just took one glance at the map and managed to remember the layout?
Also, I really love the character writing and dynamic for Alice and Yuzuha. How Alice went all serious. And then she goes into that cute little pose where she's like, you sure we're not being too rough? Even though I just said we should do the same shit we did to them that they did to us. And Yuzuha's like, yeah. No sense in being nice to them when they weren't nice to you. You're only asking for a headache.
Wait! That's the place they kept us locked up in. The elevator is right across.
Leave the miasma to me.
There's something behind the door. This is where they locked up the monster?
The fish is on the second floor! Let's move!
Oh, shit.
Minato!
Are you okay, Minato?
I'm fine. You handle the miasma. We'll take care of this thing.
So that's where the jester comes into play.
Listen, everyone. Stay sharp. This is a sacrifice.
Sacrifice?
Yes. It's a kind of monster the Exaltists have been researching for a long time now.
We've got to take it down quick. Before Ferox is gonna notice us. Enough talk. Let's go.
I keep wanting to use my ultimate, but I keep missing.
I heard some noise in the lab building where that monster was locked up. What? You mean those brats got away? Were they the ones that made that racket just now? Yes? Got it. Let's move. Team A's already gone in through the back door to the second floor. They won't let them get near the fissure. We need to block the first floor door.
On the other side.
Oh no, I think they heard the fight.
I hear them from the second floor and outside. What do we do now?
Minato, you're coughing up blood.
Minato, you're coughing up blood. You were already hurt. And to protect me,
Is there any lamniathyrins anywhere? We should probably get him a good old massage from one.
Wise, let's put that aside and just come up with a plan.
Poor guy. Come up with a plan real
There's a
quick.
lot of space outside and a lot of fog. Can we use the weather to our advantage? But if they block off just a few key routes, we'll never escape. What about the second floor? There are enemies guarding the fissure. Do we really want to face them head on? Monato and the others are already too worn out for another fight. Focus. Think. What do we do now?
Okay, listen up, guys. I've got another way out. Take the elevator down to the basement, and at the end of the hallway, there's a giant sewer that leads straight to the underground river on Lemnian Island. It's a bit risky, but it's definitely a way out of the hollow.
And how do you know that?
What?
The enemies are right on our tail, so come on!
Other than, well, I mean, she probably looked at the map, but she's been acting weird ever since we showed up around here, so...
Hurry up! We're running out of time!
Okay, can I finally see what Alice's ultimate looks like on somebody, please? I've been pretty patient.
Here's Team 2. They should be here. You guys guard the picture. We'll go downstairs and check things
out. It said basement floor, right?
No one's here. There's the front door. Keep looking. We can't be far.
This way! Follow me!
Well, wait, was there anything on the second floor? Now I'm curious. Nope, I can't go in there. Well, we're likely coming back anyway, so...
Hey, you little punks, listen up! Give up and surrender now!
Uh-oh. More monsters.
Oh, you think you can get away?
To Xanobus! Ignore him! Focus on the monsters!
Always get to your family and friends.
This way! Hurry!
And I've got ways to make them vanish.
Okay, not a very elaborate ultimate. Well, at least with the cutscene anyway, but it gets straight to the point.
They went underground. But that's a dead end down there. You guys, come downstairs with me to take a look.
I should have brought the
Ignore
avocado.
monsters. Just charge right through! The sewer entrance is right ahead. Here we are. This is it.
It's just as you said. There really is a sewer here. And it's big enough for us to crawl through easily.
Wise, take Monato. Alice, come on, let's rip these boards off. We'll use them to stay afloat.
Right.
Yuzuha, how did you know about this place?
Because she's probably from here.
Shh. Don't talk. Save your energy. If you pass out in the water, you're done for.
Didn't they say something in the notes about one kid subject who was experimented on and was the only one left, and she is and said kid busted out, or rather was lost? They didn't say lost. They didn't say the subject died. They just said lost in general. Normally that would mean dead, but in this case, she probably busted out and escaped. And she's standing right there in front of us.
Seems like Yuzuha.
Yup, you guessed it. I've been here before. When I was little, I was a test subject for Porcelumex. and lived in this lab for a very long time. And I'm the lucky survivor they mentioned in those files they were gonna destroy.
Dun dun dun!
I thought I'd be a test subject forever. But one day this uncle helped me escape. And we used this exact sewer.
Uncle Lee, was it?
I never thought I'd come back here. And I can't believe they're still up to no good after all these years. And the sewer looks exactly the same. Yuzuha. They're catching up to us. Let's hustle. The water's cold, so stretch out a bit and warm up. Wise, you and Minato should use the same board. You guys go first.
We help the injured Minato and jump into the sewer together. Nope. Nope. Well, normally it would be ladies first, right? But since he's injured, well, weaklings go first. Or at least those who are incapacitated in this case.
Hold on tight to the float. This river moves fast, so we can get out of this hollow in 20 minutes tops.
Alright, we'll head out first. You guys better catch up fast.
Alice, Yuzuha, we'll head out first. You guys better catch up fast.
Don't worry about us. Good. They're off. It's your turn now, Alice. Grab the float. Your turn. Wait, what do you mean my turn? Why aren't you getting in the water yet? You go first. I'll be right behind you.
She's planning to do something else, isn't she?
No! Yuzuha! You're lying!
Yeah, she's gonna go run off to do something else.
I'm not lying. There's no time. Let go! No! I won't let go! I need you to explain everything first! Listen, Alice. Don't worry about me. Trust me. I've got this. I know it sucks, but we lost this round. Ferox will soon wipe the evidence here. I know him. He won't let anyone get away. But I'm pretty sure that as long as I go with him, Ferox won't bother you guys again.
No, he's gonna go after you anyway. They're not exactly that honorable.
What are you trying to say? Yuzuha, please, don't listen to Ferox's nonsense. Once we're outside, we'll find a way.
I mean, she's right. Even if she turns herself in, Porcelumex is not gonna let us off the hook. Not to mention he's tied with the Exaltus. And we're on their hit list anyway. So, yeah, Yuzuha, don't do it.
I'm the one who dragged you all into this. It's my fault. So I should be the one to face the consequences.
We would have come here anyway, regardless.
What? Why should you be the one to... I don't understand! Yuzuha, please, just come with me! Alice, don't you get it? You lost your dad because of me! What did you say? Alice, I'm sorry. I owe you this.
I knew it.
What is this? Yuzuha! 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 It's okay. This will work. Now, time to do what must be done! All the nearby monsters are sorted. Time to go and say hi.
I knew it. I
You'll be
knew
all
it.
right. Luck's definitely on my side.
I knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Yep, she found the pin, the one that went missing, which cost Alice's dad his life. And I'm not convinced it was an accident, unless proven otherwise.
I'm going to assume it was murder because that seems to be a recurring pattern in this game where we think something that is perfect, that seems perfectly, well, normal, quote unquote, ends up not being all it seems. And knowing what organization he worked for, or rather was tied to, and the dirty business involving it, and the circumstances surrounding it, yeah, I'm not convinced it was an accident unless the game says otherwise, in which case, well, pending thorough solidification of evidence. But yeah, it's like I predicted. The hairpin was Alice's. Yuzuha found it, kept it, didn't know it was hers until they talked about it, and she put 2 and 2 together. But of course, she didn't want to say anything because, it's like, what do you do? What do you say in that situation? Oh yeah, I found the pin that you lost, and your dad ended up wasting his time because I ended up taking it. So how do you break the ice in something like that? I guess knowing you inadvertently got somebody else's family member killed. Even if it wasn't your fault, exactly intentional, and it wasn't intentional. It was just an unfortunate accident. Well, accident, quote unquote.
Found him! In here!
Ow, ow, ow. I thought you weren't supposed to slap a woman, let alone a little girl. How dare you?
Mr. Ferox, we've got someone. Just one little girl? Where are the others? Well, she's the only one we found when we got there. You useless fool! Hey kid, where are your friends? Tell me! I'm sure you all heard what I just said. If you don't surrender, it won't just be you. Everyone you care about will suffer too.
What did I say?
There is no doubt in my mind, Mr. Ferox. You are absolutely capable of that. But seriously, why, at this critical moment, waste your time on these little nobodies?
What do you mean?
For a big shot like you, sir, no one has the power to mess with you. Not without solid proof. So, get rid of whatever there is in the hollow. No one can touch you. As for the others, I don't even know if they'll make it out of the hollow. Even if they do, they won't want to risk their necks ever again.
Ha! Nice try. You're just saying they're not a threat to me, so I'll let them go.
Yeah, all of this mess started because of me. So if you're looking to point fingers, here I am.
Taking all the blame yourself. That's a gutsy move. But seriously, what do you, a clueless little girl, know about cutting deals, huh? What can you even do?
Mister, don't be mad. You're a businessman. I came to you, right? You can believe I do have something you want. Remember this mark?
ES-07.
That's...
Years ago, there was a special test subject in this lab. Her blood had these amazing antibodies that could push the purity of your porcelain beyond the company's previous limits and rake in huge profits. You once said she was worth more than the whole lab, and she was like the princess here.
So, that little story she concocted at the beach on Sai Lumbe she wasn't making it up. It was the truth, just from a certain point of view, I guess you could say.
Too bad she vanished one day. You must have felt just as terrible as you do having to give up this lab today.
Oh, I get it now. You're the kid who got away. So you didn't die in the hollow. Someone, grab her!
Nobody move! If anyone takes a step closer, it'll be my blood on your hands. Mr. Ferox, now that you're remembering all this, how about we cut a deal? If you let them go, I can help you make back your losses. You know I've got that kind of power.
What? You want to be a test subject again?
That's right.
Well, we're not gonna let that happen now, are we?
Wow. You finally broke free, only to waltz right back into trouble. You really are a lost cause, kid.
No, Mr. Ferox. I'm satisfied trading my freedom for their lives. Yup. It's time to return the borrowed luck from that day to her.
You're doing great, Yuzuha. This is the last injection for today.
Don't bother trying to talk to her. The child won't respond no matter what you say.
Who's this?
Is it PTSD from the previous corruption immunity experiments? I heard she was the only child who survived.
Why does she look familiar?
Probably. But then again, if we hadn't taken her back in, she would have starved to death.
Long dark hair. Is it Sarah? It could be Sarah. I'm merely guessing, but the long, dark, bluish hair and lipstick has me thinking it is. Unless I'm wrong and it's somebody else.
That's right. I'm just lucky to be alive. And lately, I've even found a new source of joy. It's this vent here on the floor. If you follow the duct, you can crawl into a showroom lab meant for special guests. And from there, eavesdrop on all sorts of interesting things. Wow, I'm in luck! Someone's here today. So this is how Porcelumex is made, Daddy? That's amazing!
Oh no. It fell down the vent. That's how she lost the pin.
Huh? It's a kid! Looks like she's about the same age as me.
Sheesh. So that's how they ran into each other. Well, one-sidedly. It's all so she didn't just target Alice with her little prank previously out of pettiness. She knew who she was because she saw her this exact day. It was all deliberate.
Come, let's visit the next lab.
And there it is. And there it goes.
Wait for me, Daddy! So pretty. What a lucky day this is. But what I didn't expect that day was... because the dose I was given that day was higher than usual, I dozed off in the duct, woozy and dazed. I had no idea how long I slept. Oh no! I fell asleep.
What's going on here? Why is there a child in the ventilation duct?
Uncle Lee. That's who it was.
What's all over this child's body? Don't tell me Porcelumex is conducting human experiments.
So he did not just find her washed up on the shore. He worked for Porcelumex, found her by a complete accident, and spirited her away.
Seal all the exits! Someone is escaping with an important research subject!
If word gets out about our secrets here, it's all over! After them!
Mister? Maybe... you should just leave me.
No, it's not Lee. It's Mr. Timefield. He went back to look for the pin, and in place of the pin, he was correct. He did not die in a simple auto accident. He found the girl, realized what was going on, and then they went after him and killed him. Oh, God.
Don't say something so foolish.
And he is a rabbit Thyran, too. I look at the ears. So, correction, Mr. Lee was not an employee. He was just, well, happened to be at the right place at the right time when Yuzuha inadvertently busted out and got the rest spirited the rest of the way by Daddy Timefield.
Don't worry. We've arrived at our destination. You can get to safety now.
So he didn't know about the human experimentation operations happening. He just found it by complete accident and put 2 and 2 together.
It's a stream.
Yes. It leads to an underground river beneath Lemnian Hollow. Even if the hollow's structure keeps changing, the water will never lose its way. It will reach the sea for sure. The current here is fast. Just 20 minutes or so, and you'll be out of the hollow.
Mister, aren't you coming with me?
He's not.
You go first. I'll be right behind you.
No. And she's doing the same thing he did.
Now hold on tight to the float. Don't let go no matter what.
That is how she knew how to get out.
Okay.
All right. Now it's time for me to do what I have to do.
He got shot. Look, there's blood on his abdomen right there.
I can't let them discover this drainage route. I have to get as far away from here as possible.
And as luck would have it, I was free.
That's going to be quite the story to tell the others when she gets back. And we know she's going to get back. All right.
But that same stroke of luck also shattered her happiness.
Yeah, an unfortunate domino effect, but it circled around and look where we're at. Yeah, the gang's gonna go back and rescue Yuzuha. It's not a spoiler. I mean, come on. Her existence in the agent list and the Midsummer quest basically says, yeah, she'll be fine. And she's definitely gonna be telling them quite a story. And it's gonna make everyone come closer together, especially her and Alice. The rushing water sweeps us along as we speed through the underground river made of pipes and rocks. All we can do is hold on tight to our floats. So did the young Yuzuha who set out on her journey. Did feel as lost as a tossed leaf drifting in the water. Yeesh.
Where are we? It's outside the hollow. We made it! What about Yuzuha and Alice? Did they manage to catch up?
Alice, yes, but not Yuzuha. She stayed behind.
I'm here. I'm right here.
Alice, why is it just you? Where's Yuzuha?
Yuzuha... she...
Wait, look. Something's coming through the fog.
That shadow, is it a boat? Are we saved? No, wait. Hold on. They're shining a flashlight. They're searching for something. Are those Ferox's men? They tracked us here? This isn't good. We're about to get caught.
Uh-huh. Right there. Sorry about the wait.
Isolde?
Wait, did I hear Miss Isolde? What is she doing here?
Wise, it's me! Hang tight, we're coming to get you!
Baltimore, am I glad to see you. Game? Not long after, in Siloam Bay.
Feeling warmer now, Wise? How about another cup of Senior's ginger tea?
I'll take milk tea, thank you very much. Mango flavor. Can't do it. One more sip and I'm gonna throw up. A little over dramatic.
No thanks. Don't worry. I'm good now.
Well, the color's back in your cheeks. Guess you're feeling better now. We've puzzled out what went down on your side. Now it's our turn to fill you in on what happened at Swabian Temple. While you were dealing with that miasmic fiend, Ferox sent people to the temple. He must have been worried about getting exposed, so he wanted to lock us up too. But Obel Squad beat them to it. They figured out Ferox's plan, and we quickly followed them to safety here.
Obel, eh?
Sorry, Wise. Everything happened so quickly, and we wanted to avoid a showdown with Ferox's crew. So we had to bail with just the essentials.
Well, I mean, it makes sense they would be around. I mean, if Isolde's part of the defense force, she probably would have brought somebody as insurance in case something funny happened. And well, Obel is one of those groups that would fit the bill. Either that or Section 6.
I was hoping to reconnect sooner, but once we hit Siloam Bay, the HDD signal was all over the place. By the time I finally got through, Fairy said your signal was moving at 18 kilometers an hour. Good thing Colonel Isolde is very experienced. She figured you were probably in the underground river of the island, so we hopped on a boat to come get you.
Colonel
Isolde?
Sorry, I haven't had time to fill you in yet. I'm still on active duty in the military. And I'm here in Waifei Peninsula because the Defense Force thinks some bigwigs at Porcelumex are cozying up to the Exaltists. So they sent me to lead Obel Squad for a stealthy investigation.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I figured you guys might stumble upon some clues that could help us out. But I never imagined things would blow up like this.
So she is on our side, after all. Nice.
Listen, even though we're here with a duty to the Defense Force, I hope you can trust me and Obel Squad. We're not cold-hearted. We're not here to take advantage of you.
Well, lucky for you, we are quite acquainted with Obel Squad. Soldier 11, on account of helping her out several times, in fact, and Trigger being that she was the first client for Faith for Bell and Wise, and is a sweetheart, and is very, 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 very friendly with the siblings. So no need to doubt it. Isolde came. We are only.
If I had known this would drag you all into danger, I would have done everything in my power to talk you out of entering the Hollow.
Sorry, ma'am, but we would have done it anyway. Because we're kind of shonen protagonists in that way. No, we really appreciate your help. It's not your fault.
It's not your fault, Colonel. We didn't expect the situation in the Hollow to be so complicated. But right now, the most important thing is that our friend Yuzuha is still in there. We've got to get her out. And Ferox is about to erase all the evidence inside that Hollow.
Right. We can't let that happen. If you don't take him out quickly, he'll become a real and terrible threat to your safety. Not to mention destroy many more lives.
That's what I was saying. He was not gonna let us go that easily.
I'll talk with Magus about our game plan. In the meantime, why don't you check on your teammates? After that, we can map out the rescue plan together.
Magus? Like from Chrono Trigger? I've never played Chrono Trigger. Like, that's a game that needs a re-release. And a sequel. Well, there is Chrono Cross, but you know what I mean. Who the heck is that next to Isolde? I was wondering why the miasma in the hollow wasn't decreasing at all after all this time. Turns out the Overseer is still alive. I think there's something fishy behind this. Those guys had Porcelumex's backing, but suddenly turned against them. Something fishy's definitely going on here. But when I called Shifu just now, she didn't sound surprised at all. She even said no wonder something felt off back then. About the miasmic fiend. Did you tell Shifu? Yeah, right after I mentioned running into a powerful monster, Shifu immediately asked if it had the appearance of a woman. I always thought the fiend looked familiar. It looks like my hunch was right. Shifu suspects that since the monster is so powerful, the previous small-scale data pile failure was probably caused by its emergence. I see. Did Shifu say anything else? She said her airship will arrive at Waifei soon, and now we should focus on the rescue mission. Seniors Shiyuan and Fufu were worried sick when they heard about our situation, but Shifu said that by the time they made it back here, everything would have been decided already, so she made them stay put. Time's running short, but Farrock still hasn't finished setting up the explosives. We got a chance. Wise, I've got some good news. The temporary HDD setup's complete, so now we can connect to the hollow from Siloam Bay. Thank goodness. Load off my mind. Anyway, don't worry about things here. Go check on Minato and Alice. By the way, Trigger and Soldier 11 are both here today. Why don't you go take this chance to say hi? Oh, I will. But I also want to know who this is. Wait a minute. This is Magus. She's a demon girl? Holy shit. I didn't think they'd go that far. Well, yeah, she's got the freaking horns right there. She's got a tail right there, although it looks cybernetic to me. Then again, even Jane Doe's tail had a bit of a cyborg look to it, now I think about it. So, future playable character. She's got elf ears similar to Hugo and Vivian. So I wonder what kind of Thyrans they are. Clearly more of a horror monster type than an animal type. Yeah. Magus. That sounds like a surname than a first name, than a familial name. So, or whatever you, that sounds like a family name than the more personal, first name. So, but yeah, I'm smelling player character energy with this one. Okay, all the local drunkards are out. Who the heck is this? Another new character. Seed. What kind of a name is that? Hopefully not a reference to Gundam Seed, because that would suck. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Gundam Seed. I mean, Seed has cool mobile suit designs, but the story and universe is utterly dreadful. Ugh. Hey, Trigger baby, been a while.
Oh.
I only managed to give you emergency first aid. Don't move around too much or you might aggravate your injuries. But they took Yuzuha. I can't. The fact that you're still standing and talking shows more grit than most people I've known, even among soldiers. You could hold up like you. Minato, listen to Trigger. Proxy, you're here, though coming from you, that whole don't push yourself thing isn't exactly convincing. You know each other? Yes. The two proxies are very important companions, and my teammate, Soldier 11, is also well acquainted with them. While military matters take priority, rest assured that we stand with you. Obel Squad won't sit idle. That's right. Obel Squad is an elite unit, and the Colonel also said she'd help rescue Yuzuha. Really? Thank you so much. Ow. Minato, what's wrong? Don't worry. It seems the pain is hitting you now that you've calmed down. Painkillers will need some time to kick in. Mr. Kamano, you should lie down for a bit. Together with Trigger, you help Minato to the vacant house rented by Obel Squad nearby, then you return outside with her. You know, like Mr. Kamano, you also push yourself way too hard. Me? Never. Really, Proxy, you told me before that you and your sibling could enter the Hollow physically, but I thought you'd take it slow and not go in so often like this. Oh, so that's what this is about. I've gotten stronger just like I promised. Seeing you grow, seeing us getting closer to our goal, it truly makes me happy, and we must rely on your strength to deal with the miasma, but entering the Hollow in physical forms is far too risky. Your chances of running into danger are infinitely higher than before. I know, Mommy Trigger, but that's the risk I gotta take. This is the price for finding the truth, and as a soldier, you must understand. Besides, I've got you by my side, right? You were the first one to spot me just now, right?
Oh?
How crafty of you, Proxy. When I went on the sea rescue mission with the Colonel and your sister, I was the first one to spot you, but my ether vision doesn't really work outside the Hollow. Otherwise, I could have saved you much sooner. As you can see, I still have my shortcomings, so I'm afraid of losing important companions again. I understand your determination now, Proxy. I'll help you rescue Miss Yuzuha. Thanks, Trigger. Alright, it's settled then. I swear on my life to keep you safe, and please watch my back too. I'll stay here and look after Mr. Komano. Go check on how the others are doing while there's still time. See you in a bit. So, Magus, Demon Child up there, or Demon Chick, and now this guy. What is he? He's clearly not organic, at least I don't think so. He looks like a pint-sized Gundam mech that's been bulked up considerably in full armor gear, and he's got a freaking military cap on his head. So, are both of... I'm hesitant to say Isolde may be playable in the future, although I imagine she probably could be. But Magus and Seed here, oh, they definitely have player character energy. But then again, not everyone who's ever looked pretty interesting has been playable. I mean, freaking Bellum, the orangutan, we haven't seen him since Chapter 4, and he's not playable. And the last time we saw him was basically a couple of missions where it was a doppelganger of him. So who knows if he's ever going to show up again. I mean, Pulcra got lucky. And I guarantee the main reason why is because, well, Cat Lady. And horny fans like myself. So who knows? Who knows anything? I'm not the one making the decisions. But it does make it, to me, it makes sense that they would add more characters to Obol, because we had only Soldier 11 to start off with originally, and then Trigger got added way later in Season 1, like post Chapter 5. So it makes sense that they would start adding more characters to that faction instead of leaving it with just those two. You're here, flickering candlelight. Looks like you finally got some of your glow back. She's still going on with the fake nicknames, huh? I'm beginning to wonder if Soldier 11 really is clueless, or if she does know we're Faithin, but is just fucking with us by keeping up with the joke. Ugh. I'm going to go with the latter, just because it makes more sense to me and not as stupid. Yep, feeling much better now. Who's this with you? Let me introduce you to my teammate, Seed. She? Okay. Is a bit odd, but she's an excellent soldier and reliable partner. That don't look, that may be a robot, but that's far from a she as far as I'm concerned. Hold on a second. Sorry, I'm getting a little loud. I'm not trying to wrap it up. Excellent soldier and reliable partner. Light, floaty voice. Yo-ho, I'm White Pineapple Ponytail's teammate, White Scooter Demon at your service. Edna. Wait a minute. Edna? As in... Isn't that, how Bang Boos talk? Is that a Bang Boo program in that thing? And she is doing the silly nicknames too, eh? Yeah, I'm convinced at this point that Soldier 11 is deliberately doing the nicknames just to screw with Wise. And I'm more convinced now because of the frickin' robot. Feminine, airy voice is coming from the mech. Doesn't sound like a mech system. Wait, I heard that voice before, so she's Seed. Wait, who? What are you talking about? I'm not a pineapple, Seed. This isn't uncharacteristic of you. You're actually talking to strangers today. It's rare for you and Trigger to agree on someone, so I was kind of curious about the proxy you both mentioned. I see, and what do you think? How should I put it? It's a scent of my own kind. Come to think of it, the proxy used to possess Bang Boo, a bit like how you've been hanging out in Miss Seed Senior's cockpit all this time. Hey, that's not what I meant at all. These two just started chatting away like I'm not even here. The proxy must have been secretly complaining about how we just left him hanging like that. Hey there, proxy, I'm Seed. Hey, Seed, are you inside the mech? By mech, you mean Seed Senior. Not quite right, but not exactly wrong either. Though I'd love to meet you in person. Looks like the action's about to start. Let's save the main course for next meal. Been nothing but stealth and recon missions lately. Finally got to stretch my legs. Have you guys been here long? Actually, we came here to scout the area a week before Colonel Isolde arrived. We've been staying in the nearby mountains. Since we suspect ties between Porcelumex's higher-ups and the Exaltus, we're keeping separate tabs on Damien, Lucro, and Ferox's movements. Okay, so if Ferox is up to his own shit with the Exaltus, where does that leave Lucro? We don't know anything about him, other than his questionable fashion sense. And Damien, well, I feel like we know enough and don't know enough about him at the same time. Seed's mainly keeping tabs on Ferox's goons. Earlier today, she was the one who caught them trying to attack Suabian Temple. Thank you for saving Senior Yinhu and Bell. No worries, I'm also happy to meet someone with a similar scent. Next time, I might even let you ride on our shoulders. Seed can move fast and can carry quite a load, which will surely come in handy for what's ahead. We'll go prepare. Catch you in a bit. After that, Soldier 11 and Seed leave. Now for Alice. Poor Alice. Don't worry, girl, we're gonna go get Yuzuha back, and we'll make it right. You okay, Alice?
Alice, you doing all right?
Oh, Wise, it's you.
Small repair tool. We read this already. Improvised from a hairpin. Her hairpin. You've been holding that hairpin for a while.
You good? You've been holding that hairpin for a while.
I'm fine, really. No need to worry about me. There's still a lot on my mind, but I'm slowly calming down. So, my father didn't actually die in a car accident. He discovered the secret of that lab.
She figured it out. See, I told you. Unless he called someone to pick him up, he wouldn't have come back in a car. Because, remember, he sent Alice home in the car they came in, while he went back to look for the pin. So, he wouldn't have been driving back unless he either called somebody or borrowed a car from the facility. And as I suspected, he was murdered because he figured out inadvertently what was really going on. And he spirited away Yuzuha.
Sorry. I didn't mean to bring up any painful memories.
Yes, but what's strange is the feeling that fills my heart right now isn't pain. My father didn't turn a blind eye to evil. He saved Yuzuha. He was brave until his last breath. A true time field. Wise, you know, right before Yuzuha pushed me away, she told me she owed this to me. But I don't agree. When my father saved her, he wouldn't have wanted her to repay him like that someday. Wise, I I must get Yuzuha out. I want Ferox and everyone who hurt us to pay for what they've done. And I will return this hairpin to Yuzuha in person.
We need to not only make them pay, we need to make sure you hand the hairpin back to her.
Right. Let's make sure you hand that hairpin back to her.
So she will have one, so Alice will have one, and Yuzuha will have one. They'll be sisters for life. Not in blood, but in spirit.
Something feels different about Alice. At least she seems like she's doing better. I guess I'll stop worrying about her for now.
Let's go. Time's running out. We need to discuss the rescue plan with the Defense Force.
Indeed. Oh boy. What a day. A bond returned. Well, we're definitely got rescue plans to do. Let's go check on Swabian Temple very quickly. Nope, still got a ways to go. Get these. Get these. Okay. Checked on that. Okay. Well, we did a whole lot, and there's more to come, but it's almost 10. I'm tired. I can't go on any further, and my yapping is starting to become a bit of a nuisance for everyone else in the household, so I think this is a good enough place to stop. So what do? We went to back to the creepy abandoned facility, which wasn't in fact abandoned, outran the evil clone monster of Yishuan's sister, whose name I sadly cannot remember, forgive me. Found out that Ferox and his chunk of Porcelumex has been in cahoots with the Exaltus to line their pockets further than they already had. And Yuzuha was a test subject, similar to the kids that Kirishima had imprisoned. Maybe not related, but very similar shit going on. Isolde is on our side, and she brought Opal Squad with her, including 2 new characters, part of the unit that we haven't met yet. So, and poor Minato, he got really beat up too. And yeah, fun chapter, really fun chapter. And well, a lot of what I suspected ended up being right. And variables that I didn't think to put 2 and 2 together with did also fill in the blanks. So, yeah. Good character stuff too, all around. I really like the character dynamics with Minato, Alice, and Yuzuha, and the siblings. And I'm liking the other characters too. So season 2 is still going on pretty strong at 2 chapters in, but we still have a little ways to go with chapter 2, season 2. So when I come back tomorrow, hopefully, God willing, provided I get some very important stuff done, which I can't put off, I will, of course, after all that, come back and we will do some more of this. So this is a good enough place to stop. I'm gonna cut it off right here, and when I come back, we will go commit to the rescue mission and go save Yuzuha. And that way, her and Alice can officially seal the friendship bond, and we will then be on the road to the beach episode, and hopefully leveling up and doing what I should have done a long time ago. Some unfinished season 1 business, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So for now, that'll do it for today. Very good stream. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.